good, everybody? I'm Neal, Newberry, host of Live from the Nickel.
Toledo, how are you guys doing today? This is Live from the Nickel podcast. How you guys doing today out there? Oh, man, y'all sound so much better than the last two I had, man. They was like all tired and people were on their phones. I mean, I don't really care about that. Y'all gonna do what y'all do, but how'd you guys like the Athlete Summit today? How'd you guys like it? Here's an important question. How was the food?
Oh.
Keep it, I like that. I like that. Hey, keep it real then. I mean, it wasn't trash. It was all right.
Basic.
Well, I'll make sure I'll let you know. No, a turkey sandwich with no condiments at all.
Some mayo.
Oh, we gotta tell them that we ain't in jail or nothing like that. What they doing out here, man? That's crazy. Don, you hear that?
Yeah, that's to keep them out of jail.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys are having a good time, man. This is our last show today. If you guys want to look us up, you guys can check us out on Facebook, or you guys check us on go to YouTube actually and just type up Live from the Nickel. It's a sports podcast in Toledo. I've been doing it about 2 years. Me, Don, Miss Amanda. We just interview a lot of good athletes in Toledo, coaches, boxers. Women's flag football is real hot right now, so I got a couple girls coming on there for that. So basketball players, anything. If you're doing good and you're succeeding, I'm gonna reach out to you and hit you and see what you got going on and stuff like that. This mental health thing, I'm glad Janelle asked us to come on here to do this. This is very good for you guys going next chapter in your life. I don't know, how many of you guys going to college? Raise your hands. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a little bit more than we had in the last two shows we had, but transitioning from high school, and that we got the NIL thing is big. You guys are on social media. You guys see that stuff like that. So having this young lady up here to speak about that and what she's been through in a short period of time, I'm talking to her. She's excelling. So I'm excited to even be next to her and be in her grace to. Courtney, you doing your thing there. But it's good to be around a lot of positive people. I always tell people I surround myself around winners. So if I want to succeed or win, I'm going to surround myself around a lot of people. And I've been fortunate to be around a lot of successful people. My best friend is successful. My sister, she's successful. Because the only way you're going to be successful is you surround yourself around people. And doing this podcast with them is, it's a beautiful thing. Interviewing, letting people from Philadelphia to New York, Chicago, I got people watching all over, right? Not just in Toledo, I got people watching all over. So people that's watching in other states, they can see what Toledo offers. Like, they always talk about the negative, but they don't never talk about the positive. And we need more of that going on. So that's why we did this podcast, and to talk about Toledo positive things. So for you guys are the future. And it's very important that you guys figure out what you're going to do. If you don't go to college, there's nothing wrong with that. It ain't for everybody. But find what you're good at. Going into trades, or you want to be the best salesman at Foot Locker, be the best. You want to be the best greeter at Walgreens or Walmart, be the best greeter. Whatever you do, you give it 100%. Always. You know what I'm saying? Don't never slack. Don't cheat yourself. So we're going to get with Courtney here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself, and you guys sit back, and I'm going to have a couple of you guys come up here and pick out of this box, and it's called Real Talk, and we're going to ask you guys, read off the questions and stuff like that, and we're going to pick your brain a little bit. So sit back and enjoy the show, you guys. Courtney?
Awesome. Well, thank you for that introduction.
Absolutely.
My name is Courtney Nix. I'm a current junior at Delaware State University, and I'm double majoring in psychology and journalism. So I play volleyball, and my journey of college it's been a journey, but especially since you guys are all high school students, like there's so much that I want to offer to you guys. So I kind of explained that journey. But yeah, kind of to start off, when I was in high school, volleyball girls were getting recruited like after their sophomore year. Like in that summer, like that's when people are like committing and stuff. And so I always felt like there was a rush to get committed. And so it was February in my junior year. That's when I originally committed to Clemson University. And the reason I wanted to go there is because growing up in North Carolina, like the ACC was a premier basketball conference. Like my mom over there, she played, my dad played, my brothers played. Like it was all like, we watched the ACC. And so I always wanted to go there. And I was like, I have to go Power 4, like at the time, Power 5. And I really wanted to get to that level. And so when the opportunity came, like it was my first offer, I just took it because I was like, okay, I'm from North Carolina. Like it's on the ACC. Like I like the colors. Like I'm a 16-year-old girl, like that matters. But yeah, so when I got there, so I committed like 2 years before I got there. Like the coaches that recruited me, they weren't there anymore. Like the girls, like the team has completely changed. Like everybody was pretty much new. And so I had a pretty cool freshman year, like played a little bit, got to go on a foreign trip with Clemson, and like, it was a really cool experience. But by the end of the season, I was like, okay, like this is different from like when I was like 16. Now I'm 18 and I got to figure out like, is this going to help me get to like my highest potential with like potentially where I want to go? And so ultimately I was like, it was difficult because when you commit to a school, like you can't imagine yourself like transferring. Like that's not the reason why I wanted to commit to a school, but to reach my fullest potential, it made the most sense. So when I got into the portal, I had no idea what to expect. Like before I even got to college, I was just like, man, like transferring, I always thought of it as like a really like negative stigma because it's like, oh, what's wrong with that person? Why can't they make it work? And so being the first woman in my family to play college athletics, I was like, okay, I don't even really have anybody to talk to. And like all the basketball people who grew up around me, like it was just different. And so when I was in the portal, like I realized the relationships that I made like in high school when I was playing club or AAU, whatever circuit high schoolers are on now, that really helped me. And so I was recruited by UConn, but those coaches changed. And so the coaches that recruited me at UConn were at Memphis. And so I was like, okay, like I really like those coaches. They were always kind to me in my recruitment process. They were always very transparent. And then sports journalism is something that I'm really like into. Like, I mean, I'd love to have my own podcast show. This is such a flex. He's such a humble guy, but like this is pretty incredible. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity in Memphis to do that. So got to Memphis. My first year was really, really cool. Like I set a record as a DS and getting the most digs in like a 4-set match. And our team was doing really well. We didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, but it was one of our best seasons in like 10 years or something. And so I was feeling really good. I was like, man, like I'm so glad I transferred. Like this has been a really great experience. And then in December when our season ended, we got a new athletic director. He fired like all the coaches that recruited me, and then like all the girls hit the portal because they were like, well, we don't know who he's going to bring in. And like I kind of committed to a coach, or the girls at the time committed to a coach. So I was like, are you serious? There's no way this is happening again. But I stayed. I was like, okay, well, I really like the area of Memphis. Like, it's been really good to me. And so the new coach came in, like, and so by June, which is like when volleyball girls kind of get back on campus to get ready for the season in August, like the coach came to me and was just like, I'm just going to go with the girls I brought in. And it was like, man, like, how did I get here? But that moment was really crucial and really becoming the person who I've always wanted to be, because it's like, well, I've always been more than just an athlete, but like now I get to test it. And so I did play this season, and like the season I learned a lot of really good lessons, but like ultimately like playing for like a coach that didn't recruit you or didn't necessarily like have that relationship with you was like, okay, so I kind of got to hit the portal again. And so when I did it the second time, I was just like, man, like I have no idea like what like level I'm going to end up at or like how this is even going to work out. But I knew that the coaches, Delaware State, those coaches had known me since I was 12, and so they kept up with my journey and stuff. A lot of the players, I'm originally from North Carolina, but like half the team is from North Carolina because like the coaches are there. And so they've gone to the NCAA tournament 2 out of the past 4 years. And so like I was just like, wow, this is something obviously I never saw. When I was 16, I was just like, I have to be Power 4. I have to be like this and this, and this is how I want my life to look. But it really just showed me that, you know, God has a greater plan for you, and you have to just trust the journey that you're on. Like, obviously, do what's best for you, trust your gut. But it's been incredible. Like, it might have not looked like how I wanted it to be, but it turned me into the person I'd always dreamed of being. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
I liked it. That's it's exciting. Everybody likes a good story. I think when we go into college or whatever, we have it set that it's going to go this way. But sometimes you have to have that bump in the road, and I think that a lot of you guys will have that. And it's okay that things might work out like you think it's going to work out, but the backside of it, it's going to work out. It is. You just got to have a little faith about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you went, like I said, you moved around a lot of it. In that,
Yeah.
Were you scared?
I mean, growing up in North Carolina my whole life, I was just like, oh, I just want to like go see the world. Like, I want to like do this and that and stuff.
Right.
So that's been cool, but it's also like you always remember where home is. But it's been a blessing.
Okay. So my question to you, and I'm sure these guys want to ask, my question is, going from Memphis, when you made that transfer and you went there, what made you want to stay where you were at now?
Diller?
Yes.
The people. Like, I was like, okay, like these coaches, they know me, like these girls I grew up with playing with, and really like what the focus was. Like, these girls want to win. Like, that's it. Go to the NCAA tournament. Like, we got to win our conference. But like, first it starts with everyday decisions. Like, are you winning in the morning? Like, are you making your bed? Like, are you getting up? You trying your best in school? Because that matters. Like even though, it's not your college transcript, and maybe, I don't know if you guys even want to get into graduate school, but like your grades really do matter, and like education is like the key to life. So, yeah.
Sound like they were more locked in. I like
a little
that.
bit.
Yeah, they were more locked in. Man, you got something for it?
I just am in awe and amazed, and I think that your story is incredible, and I think you are such a big mentor, and you don't even realize it yet because you are spreading so much knowledge. You're telling me things that I didn't even know about, that you can and can't do in the sport. So just kudos, because that's incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great journey. What I have to ask, can you tell like the students right there, is it best to have like a supporting cast before you go? What's that process?
Oh my, that's a great question, because a little bit about me, I am the biggest family person. I have 5 people in my family: my mom, my dad, my older brother who plays basketball at Cornell University in the Ivy League, my little sister who plays volleyball at Butler, and then my little brother who's in high school. And so those people like have always been in my corner. Like, they know all about my journey. Whenever I was like down, and they were like, keep going. Like, yeah, something might not be going your way, but like, keep going. That doesn't give you the obligation to quit. And so who you surround yourself with and the relationships you have with those people is so crucial in your success, because think about like who your favorite athlete is. Like, they didn't get there just because of themselves. Like, so many people had to make sacrifices. So many people had to believe in them, even maybe when they didn't believe in themselves. So for you guys, like, who you surround yourself with is going to be so crucial to really success, because those are going to be the people who pick you up when you're down, and the people who are cheering for you when like everybody's cheering for you, and the people who are in your corner. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that, Don. Good question. So would you like to grab a question out of the real box? And before you do that, actually, can I get your autograph?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
I should have practiced mine.
Anywhere on the helmet.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere on
Okay.
the helmet.
Can I
Anywhere.
touch it?
You can
Yeah,
touch it.
of course.
Yeah, it ain't gonna break.
Nice helmet.
Yeah, I had a good friend of mine made it for me,
Okay.
for us on the podcast. So I mean, man, you very successful at a young age. That's what's up, man.
Thank you, Lord. I had really good parents, so
Ah,
they
yeah,
were on me.
Foundation is always that. Having a
Absolutely.
good supporting system at home, mom and dad, is always a good thing.
Absolutely.
So I would like for you to grab
Oh,
a quote out of the box.
Okay,
Grab you one, and then so you can read it. And
got it. Let's see what I picked.
absolutely.
Okay. What are you anticipating about what's next? So I've taken a lot of time to think about this, because I'm one of those people who like has 3 planners. Like, I love like being 10 minutes early to a place is really being late for me. So like, I'm constantly always thinking about what's next. But I grew up, and my mom used to travel a lot for work. She gives speeches and helps businesses with their organization and development. But like, growing up and watching my mom give speeches and have so much confidence, I was like, I have to be like that. Like, I want to do that. Okay. And so I also grew up, my dad played college basketball at UNC Greensboro. And so growing up in a sports household and public speaking, I was like, okay, how do I combine the two? And so since I'm from North Carolina, like I consider that the hoop state. Some people from Indiana, hopefully nobody is, they consider that so it's just not. We have Michael Jordan. But being a sideline reporter is something that I've always looked into doing because I love sports. It doesn't really matter if it's like for the NBA or a local soccer team. Like I just love the game because I can understand like what those athletes go through, like mentally. Like that's kind of, some can argue that's harder than the physical, but yeah, being a sideline reporter, and then also like if I have the chance to play pro, I'd love to take that. So overseas, but yeah, that's kind of.
Okay. Yeah. You got more successful than I have been. Like, man, that's great.
Absolutely not.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, actually. You know, I mean, when I got out of high school, my direction was go straight to the work field. I didn't want to go to college. It wasn't for me. You know, college wasn't. That's why I said the generation for you guys is you guys have so much stuff to you with social media and everything like that. When I came out, I'm old, so I came out in '96, and when I came out, college was not on my agenda. My grandfather, he was like, you know, figure out. My dad, he played high school ball, and I think he went to college for a little bit. My mom was a cheerleader in high school. She went to work. So my direction was go get the bag. I was going to the bag.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So and I bounced around, worked at McDonald's and Kmart's and stuff like that. But what I could say, everywhere I went, I took a little bit of knowledge from. I surround myself around older people. So a lot of older people have that knowledge. So I'm like a sponge. I'm soaking up all the knowledge from all the older people I've been around. So everywhere I went to, good or bad, I kept that in me. So when I got to where I needed to get to where I'm at now, and I've been at my job 7 years working for a supplier for Chrysler, I had to, you got to know how to move. You got to know how to finagle yourself. Talking around big wigs and going into a room and talking to people, they want to take you seriously. And I think a lot of you guys, when you guys get to that next level, you're going to find out what your niche is and what you want to do. So I had to find out. Like, I was terrified to talk. Swear to God, I was terrified. I remember in high school, I had to give a speech. And my auntie, God rest her soul, she was telling me, she says, hey, I was like, I had to speak in front of 100 people. And I was scared. I was shaking. Oh my God, y'all. I didn't want to do it, first of all. My mom said, you gonna do it. So I'm like, all right. So my auntie was like, look, there's ways you can deal with this. I said, how can I deal with this? She said, you just make sure just picture everybody in their swimsuits or something. What? That's not gonna work. And so, I mean, I would make everybody comfortable. You would crack a joke. You say something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. And then I did that, and I did that, and I did that, and it made me comfortable. Doing a podcast was kind of the same thing. Like, the lights come on, I'm in it. I'm in it. I can't help it. But, you know, I want all you guys in this room to, if you don't go to college, whatever you do, be the best at what you do. You ain't got to be like Courtney. You ain't got to be like Amanda, Don, or me. Whatever I tell you, don't go to no factory work. Factory work beats your body up, but don't limit yourself. Never limit yourself. Have options. And that's what it's all about, because from my time to what you guys is, I wish I had all the technology and stuff like that. But, I mean, if I go back and change, like I tell my daughters, I wouldn't go back and change anything. I do this podcast with these beautiful people up here and my buddy Nick. We just keep it moving and interviewing and letting people know what the city is, and having a young lady like this on, or, you know, I had Ryan Irons on earlier. She did a terrific thing. I love to see the youth come up and just conquer, and that's what it is. Because I've done my time, so I ain't gonna recognize everybody who I see, but if I see you and you doing good, I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give you some dap, because it's showtime. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to be. So if you're an NBA player, I'm coming to get you. If you're a football player, I'm coming to get you. I know there's some NBA players in here. Some girls gonna play. The women's NBA is hot. I know you guys watch the women's NBA in here, but you guys have all the keys. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Can you pick another one out there?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I just like to say, like, your integrity about, like, how you've gone about making podcasts like this, because I know that, like, there's social media and, like, everybody can say one thing, but then behind the scenes it's like the opposite. And being able to meet you has been so impactful on me, because
Thank you.
like, you don't really get that. Like, a lot of people, like, you know, when you get to, well, I grew up in a very I'm very grateful for my parents. So like when I got to the real world, I was like, okay, yeah, like people are really like for themselves. So that the fact that you're out here and you're helping these student athletes and everybody listening to this, like, and that's like the core root of what you want to do is pretty impressive. So I just had to say that. But
Thank you.
regret. What has been your biggest regret with a sport related decision? So I talked about this a little bit earlier, but I would essentially say, especially for athletes, high school athletes, like take your time with recruitment. This is not something that you have to rush. I know social media can make us feel like, oh my goodness, the whole world is committed and I'm the only person who's not committed, because that's how I felt. It was not true. But take your time. I've known a lot of people who committed like after like the second signing day of their senior year. And it worked out. Like they're happy where they were. I'm very happy for them. And then like, you know, you never know what's going to happen, but really take your time if you have it to go meet these coaches, meet the players, see what the university is like, see what like the other sports are like what type of majors do they have? Is it something, maybe if you're not on a scholarship, is it something that you can afford long term? Maybe if like you are on a scholarship and you're getting a lot of NIL money, like the people who you're around, like are they like good people? Or are they going to make you feel like, man, I don't even want to do this anymore? So take your time. I wouldn't also change anything that happened, because it's made me into the person who I've always wanted to be, and it also has given me like an outlook on like it doesn't matter what level you play at. Like if you're like D3 NIA or Power 4, or you're making like millions in NIL, like life is life. Like regardless if you're playing, you don't come off the court, or if you're like not getting any action at times, you're going to go through hardships. So take your time, and then don't judge yourself too harsh. I was very harsh on myself because I was just like, man, this isn't what I saw for myself. I like had already planned out the next 5 years of my life, and I hadn't stepped foot on a college campus yet. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
That's
Good
what's up.
answer.
You guys got something for her?
No, I think that was like perfect.
You got
Like,
something?
perfect
Thank you.
answer.
Thank you.
That was right
You
on.
got it.
But like Courtney said, things that got me through is hardship, but it's always somebody in this world that's going through something worse than you are. So
You gotta
absolutely.
keep that in the
Yeah.
back of your head, of
Correct.
course. Yeah.
You want to ask us anything, Courtney?
Ooh, I feel like I have so much to ask. I mean, what life, because I feel like when you think that you know it all, that's when you're in your weakest state. So
Absolutely.
what advice do you give to like every athlete in this room, whether you're retired or not, and how to deal with adversity when like you feel like you've made it, like it's going to be fine, and then you get knocked back down again?
Me as a person like this is I can go back to when I really got the niche of working at a carpet store, right? And it was a quick story. When I came into this job, I loved it. It was great and everything. And I was only getting like 25 hours, right, a week. And then I had to work my way up. And everybody that was above me was telling me, oh, man, you're only going to get to 25 hours. That's all you're going to get. So don't even, just get comfortable. Find another job. They would try to push me out the door. And me as a person, and I tell my kids this, I love haters because they fuel me. They fuel me. I like that. I eat it up for breakfast. I like people that gonna hate on me because you know what? You take the time to keep my name in your mouth, you just feeling me. I must be doing something well. And I teach my daughters that you accept the haters. You need those guys because they fuel you to keep, that's the drive. That's where my drive comes from. You don't really know what I've been through. So I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. I have a high drive, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna smile at you and, okay, you do what you're gonna do. It's the same thing when you guys playing sports. When I played basketball, I didn't start when I was my freshman year. And I was good, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade. I came in, I thought I was the man, I wasn't. It changed for me, dealing with what I had to deal with, because if your mom is not incorporated with the school, doing stuff for the school, so that's another obstacle I had to work on. And then I think the biggest thing is that when your coach's son plays on the team, and you're better than him, but my dad was like, this man, tuck that away and keep going. So I just kept going. So my biggest message for anybody out here, me doing this podcast with these people up here, I'm not a quitter. I had 4 subscribers, and my man will tell you, stand up on the wall over there, I had 4 subscribers and I thought I was winning. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of the drive I had. Now I have almost 800 subscribers, but I'm not done yet. because I want to reach I don't have a peak. I just gonna keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. No matter what the situation is. I've had surgeries. I've been through the terrible. Me and Don, we both been through that. Multiple surgeries from playing sports and stuff like that. You got to keep pushing, no matter what it is, because the stuff you go through is gonna make you the person you are. It's gonna shape and mold you, and I feel like it shaped and made, and it humbled me a whole lot. So that's what I would say. I mean, the podcast is it's an outlet, but it's an outlet for the people in Toledo. I want everybody in New York, Chicago, Cincinnati, Cleveland that watch it to know that with our city, we put our city on the map, because we got some great athletes here in Toledo, real great athletes, and sky's the limit for everybody in the room. So that's what I would definitely say.
Respect. I respect that. And then for you two as well, like the same question.
I agree. I think that, of course, in life, and especially when you get older in life, you will realize that there's for sure going to be times when you are riding that high horse and all of a sudden you're knocked off and you got to start back from scratch. And I think it goes back to, one, being confident in yourself and believing in yourself, but two, also having positive people in your life or people around you who support you. Good mentors, parents, friends, parents, whoever it might be, is huge and crucial for you when you get to that point where you're like, wow, how am I going to come back from this? I think having people around you that love and care about you is the greatest thing in the world.
Yes, I agree. It all starts with the foundation. I was raised by both parents, but my father, he died at an early age, so my rock and stone was my mother, so she always told me. I have 4 brothers, but the thing is, they like 10, 11, 12 years older than me, so I basically like grew up as an only child. But my mother, she instilled that in me, the confidence. She gave me love. My sister, she was the same way, so I just kept the foot on the pedal and kept it moving. Yeah.
Respect that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Courtney, thank you for coming up here and enjoying it. Yeah, beautiful story. We're going to stay in contact.
Oh, yeah,
We got to
absolutely.
stay in contact so we can, you know what I'm saying, we can tap in on some stuff and then bring you back on the show. But I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Guys.
Thank you.
So does I need a couple students one at a time. Does anybody want to come up here, pick out of the box, and we can pick your brain a little bit? Don't be scared now. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let me get one at a time. Let me get a young lady here, and then we're going to keep it moving. All right, she's going to sing her sleep. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, no, thank you. We're going to keep tapping in. You come on this way.
Yeah, you can run this side.
How you doing? Oh, you going straight to the box.
Yeah, I'm
First,
going straight to the box.
we need your name. First of all, we got to know your name and what high school you go to.
Okay, my name is Jayla Taylor. I go to Waite High School, and I play 3 sports. I play tennis, I play basketball, and I run track. I used to run cross country, but I got bored of it, so I switched to tennis.
Too much. There's a lot of running cross country in it.
Yeah, but you get used to it over time.
Absolutely. Okay, now you can go in. I see you was excited. I like that. You're excited to get in the box. That's what's up.
Okay. What is a lasting memory you name of high school sports? What is a lasting memory you have of sports? My freshman year, when I first started playing basketball and track,
Mm-hmm.
I was scared. Like, I had that knot in my stomach, and I had the nervous poops. Like,
We've all been there.
I didn't want to play, and I was so scared. And it's like some teams have like them girls that are like 6 foot tall. And I know at Scott they had at the time they had a girl that's like 6 foot, and she was like way bigger than me. She was like over 300 pounds, and I was so scared to play with her because they had me as a post player. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so
you were
scared.
the tallest post player they had that weight.
Yeah.
And you had to guard the biggest player on they. Oh yeah, well I would be nervous
She
too.
was towering over me, and I was just so scared.
The nervous poops. All right. That's something for the. I like that. Ain't no wrong with being nervous. Ain't nothing wrong with being nervous.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just a bit of housekeeping as we wrap up the day today. We have a group of picture taken yet, and we're asking you to come back to the entry area and gather at the photo backdrop so we can take your pictures. These schools are Bowsher, Rossford, Start, Rogers, Scott, Whitmer, and Woodward. And we have a couple of announcements here about some raffle prizes everyone's waiting on. The winners of our raffle for filling out the Google form are Kelvin Briggs from St. John's
and Georgia Chen from Woodward. So please come upstairs to the welcome area to get your prize.
Lastly, this is important. If you came in through the lower level door, please meet with your group to depart from the same door. So upstairs or downstairs, leave the same door you came in today.
Wow.
And last but not least, leave your lanyards at the exit doors. At each exit door, there will be a box for you to put your lanyards in. Thank you. Hope you all had an amazing day today.
All right. Well, we're going to do one. I got one more for another person. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
don't be nervous no more. It's all.
She's got it now. She's
Yeah.
good now.
All right, right.
She's good.
All right, can I get one more before we get out of here, you guys? Come on.
Oops, sorry, that's me.
How you doing? I'm all right. I'm all right. So can you give us your name and what high school you attend?
My name is Jacqueline. I go to Wait.
Oh, another East Sider. All right. Okay, then. You play any sports?
Yeah, I ran cross and then I play softball.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So,
Love
okay.
softball.
Yeah.
All right, so my question is, what is a lasting memory you you have of high school sports? A lasting memory for me would probably be going into regionals for cross country.
Mhm.
It's pretty nice experience.
That's a big experience.
And then definitely the championship game for softball. We came in second, but it was a
Still
pretty
good.
good game.
It's
Yeah,
better than the
Excellent.
lead. All
pretty
right.
good game.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Keep it up. Were you a sophomore, juniors?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Okay.
Junior.
All right. One more year. Going to college?
Yeah, I want to go to OSU.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for attending our podcast and everything. Like I said, check it out. Thank you guys, and keep it up. Keep up the good work. Foot hurts, man. Thank you.